everyone, it's Atuksha and
Craig Hopkins.
And we're going to share some feedback from Craig about his recent crowdfund. But before we start, Craig, can you just tell us who you are and what you do?
So my name is Craig Hopkins from propertyaccounts.co.uk. I'm a property accountant, but I'm also a property investor. I've been investing predominantly in little baby buy-to-lets, mainly up in the northeast of the country. And the deal that we put on the Simple platform was a little 3-bedroom terraced house up in the northeast.
And that was Rosalind Street, wasn't it?
That was the Rosalind Street project, yeah, done in early 2018.
Why did you decide to crowdfund?
So I've been investing for a little while, trying to do all sorts of different things, trying to find gaps in the market, how can we be more efficient and how can I be a better investor. Crowdfunding is relatively new, and indeed the Rosalind Street project was the first project that was using the ISA, the Innovative Financial ISA debt raising. So I just wanted to try that out. I wanted to see what it was like. I wanted to see the options that are available, because the type of deals that we tend to target tend to be properties that are so distressed that they're unmortgageable. So we're having to buy with cash. And obviously the crowdfunding and the peer-to-peer lending gives us that option.
And what's been your experience of raising funds with Simple Crowdfunding?
My experience has been interesting. It's been good. I think it was the first project on the platform, so I didn't have other projects that I could go and R&D, which is rip off and duplicate. So we had to get all the wording right to make sure we're FCA compliant. I had to be careful what I could say and what I couldn't say, which is a bit tricky for myself because I just tend to rattle on about property. But all in all, it was educational and it was very good.
So what's your experience of working with investors?
So my experience of working with investors is because it's an FCA regulated platform, it's quite controlled communication. I tend to waffle on about property and deals quite a bit, and we've had to go through the platform. Communication's been once a month when we've made the interest payment. So personally I would have preferred more, but that's just my personality, and we've enjoyed working with the investors, and obviously very grateful for the money they've put into the project.
And now you can use the discussion boards to communicate with investors, right?
So being one of the early adopters and the first on there, the discussion board wasn't around when we were there, but it is a new addition to the platform, and no doubt there'll be some more additions to that and more developments to that as it goes forward, which I think is absolutely great for the crowd, being able to ask and challenge the developers on certain aspects of their project.
So tell me what's happened since your fundraise. Where's the project at?
So the project has been refinanced. It's come in at the value that I said it would, £65,000. So very happy and always very grateful when the valuation comes in at what you expect.
Yes.
We've had a drawdown that is happening at the moment. I'm expecting the drawdown to happen tomorrow. Got held up in legals a little bit, as it often does on these things, but all on track. And yeah, expecting to get paid back beginning of next week.
And the property looks beautiful, right? The
property's lovely, done to a fantastic standard. We managed to find a tenant before the builders were quite finished, just because my business model is A-grade properties in kind of B-grade areas. So they tend to rent out very quickly, tend to have less voids, and we've got slightly better tenant selection. So yeah, very happy.
Okay, and tell me about, has it changed your exposure in the marketplace and your presence in the marketplace?
So I've got a fairly poor answer to that, which is why Atuksha's laughing. I tend to be a little bit camera shy and a little bit shy of publicity in the front. Best use of my time is just finding the next deal and buying it. So I haven't promoted myself. I haven't milked that one as I should. But we have since then bought a few more, including one last week at auction for significantly less than the Rosalind Street one. So I haven't used it as much as I should have.
And for those who are thinking about raising funds through crowdfunding, are there any other final comments or insights that you'd like to share?
Full of comments and insights. What I would say is that, in my mind at least, this is very early days, and I think 10 and 15 years from now that crowdfunding and peer-to-peer lending will be the norm, pretty much as we've got high street banks now that are the norm. And I would say the earlier you get involved, the earlier you can assess what's there. the better decisions you can make as to whether it's right for you or not. So whether that's as a lender lending money to a project, or whether that's as an investor or developer borrowing money, it's definitely worth looking at, definitely worth considering, just to see what options are available to you. Having done this deal with the Simple platform, there are definitely other things that I would like to bring back to them, where I think it could be a very, very good fit. But for most people, I'd say at least go and look at it and consider it, because we're at the early stages, and I would highly recommend working with them. It's been enjoyable, it's been fun, it's been profitable for me. I'm sure it's been profitable for the investors. So yeah, I think that's about my feedback on the project.
Thanks, Craig. That's really nice. We've had a lot of fun as well, to be honest.
We have, mainly you laughing at me, but
yeah, well,
you know,
yes.
But we'll call that fun. There we go, point proven.
Right, I think we're done.
Good.
Right?
Good.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks very much, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.